Okay, here we are. Oh, and of course, something happened. Hey, while we're fixing screens here.
Oh, rip.
Classic. Hey, welcome back to Crits and Giggles. We're on episode 19. Shit.
Is it?
Something
19.
like that.
19.
Yes, because last time was 18, so I shouldn't write that down twice.
I mean, you can if you want to, and then just confuse your future self. When
But
you go
then
back
it would
to
be
your
lies.
notes.
My numbers would be
Sometimes
lies.
I need help remembering too, like just now. We are on session 19 of our campaign, which is based on the 5th edition D&D module, Princes of the Apocalypse. But that is not even close to the entirety of the campaign we're actually playing, which is super fun. Last time we had some crazy stuff happen. So I'm gonna do the usual recap, guys, and of course let me know during and after if I'm missing or misrepresenting anything, and we'll be off to the races from there. Okay, so last time we left the Sacred Stone Monastery after basically herding off about 16 or so folks that you had rescued from the mines underneath Sacred Stone Monastery, including, but not limited to, the Bruldenthar, last name escapes me, not Ironhelm. Was it Ironhelm?
Oh
I
God.
don't think we ever asked
I don't-
for a last
I
name.
don't think we have his last name.
Okay.
We know his brother and we know his first name.
Yeah.
You do have a last name. I have it written down somewhere, but I don't need to bog down with that just now. So just know you do have the last name, and we'll figure it out when when we get back to that. So he's safe, alive, and included with the 15, 16 folks that you had rescued, and essentially worked through magical messaging with Constable Harburg to make sure that this group gets back to Red Larch. It's noteworthy that you guys don't actually know where those people came from, but they are being they're meeting folks to get back to Red Larch, where you are planning to meet them after whatever is immediately in front of you. Do I have that part of the plan correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
On the way out yourselves, during some rest time, had a personal request of our friend Renwick Caradun the Lich, who inhabits the Sacred Stone Monastery. And you came out of it super, like, exhausted. Physically just not great anymore. As a result of something that you have a hard time explaining, and I have to keep that super vague. And there's a little bit of concern happening with the party, a little bit of back and forth on, like, are we still cool? Like, what's going on? And we'll let that develop as it will. But it was noteworthy that a special request was made of Renwick, and came out of the other side looking kind of sickly. You have now traveled. Oh, we did have a pit stop on the way. You stopped to the north of Riverguard Keep. You had seen in episodes previous a sort of small pathway leading to a monument, a sort of monument entrance in the caves to the north. And you decided last session to go check that out, and it was eerily empty, save for a couple of dwarves leading you to what they referred to as a wedding ceremony. And as you sort of explored into this more and more, you noticed familiar elements of this structure. It was carved into the stone rather than built of stone, and it was dwarven in nature. But at the very end, instead of finding a wedding ceremony in progress, all you came to was one metallic dwarven structure, which is very familiar to you, who clearly recognized you when you came in on a main room where he seemed to be sort of like working the tools of some sort at the stone, and caught him by surprise. and he made, for now the second time, a sort of quick exit of sorts, where he just kind of turned off, for lack of a better description. And now you've traversed down to the location you understand Riverguard Keep to be at. You find yourselves at the front entrance of a small castle-like structure, and I believe that covers all the major events. Did I miss anything?
When we left the monument, we did find the two dwarf bodies at the bottom of like a trench. I guess would be
Yes.
the word.
It
Mhm.
was dead.
They
They
got
were
deaded.
dead.
It was dead.
They got
Yeah.
deaded. This is true.
Mhm.
They rushed out, and after you guys came out, you saw their two bodies at the bottom of. So I don't know if I did a good job of describing that. So just to make sure, the pathway leading up to this sort of monument carved into the mountain was like a winding pathway that stood alone with like several 100-foot drop on either side, going from the main pathway, the like main road that you came from in the first place, up to the mountain face. So there's no extra land space to catch such a fall other than the bottom on either side of that pathway. Okay. Anything else that we should mention from last time?
It ended.
It's got some cool new pigment after.
It has a new look.
It's got a spooky face.
Yeah.
The changeling did some changes.
Changes.
Yep.
And we ended with you, or with an NPC rolling up and being like, "What's up?"
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And so we got like no time to discuss.
Right.
If we do, I think it would be fair, because I think the transition time between the end of the monument and here, I kind of jolted you guys. So I'll keep it fair enough and say, like, do you want to retcon any, maybe a short discussion? You had like half a day, so I should give you that half a day if there's anything you wanted to discuss in particular.
I mean, are we sticking with the same story? Do we have our tiny top hat for Claudius?
For Claudia.
I
figured he was
always wearing that.
It was just, that's how you differentiated
permanent-
them.
I figured you
Permanent
would
fixture.
get
The
off,
top
so.
hat.
Boop. I still need to draw that.
We do have the emblem though,
Yes.
the water cult emblem. So we could, if we wanted to use that in any way, we could do that.
Yeah, it was like a brooch,
Yeah.
just like Cal's. I don't know what to call it. Brooch. It's like,
Insignia.
words are hard, but like the
It was
piece
a
of hardware
brooch.
that he's wearing,
Medallion.
yeah, like a medallion. So you would have seen, and it came from the Scarlet Moon Hall camp,
Correct. Yes.
from one of the burnt down tents, right?
Right.
Yes.
Along
was
with like a
thinking-
note, right? There was a note that accompanied it
Yes.
about
Yeah.
checking out a fire cult gathering,
Yep.
Hmm.
information and
nope.
secrets.
Wait a minute.
Still
If
no.
there was. Do we think the werewolves are a part of this cult too? I doubt it, but it could just be an idea.
It wasn't in the
There was-
werewolf.
It was a
tent.
different
It
spot.
wasn't. It was in a different tent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have somewhere what the note says, because it's like half words, like they didn't finish, like it half got burned off.
I copy it maybe. I hope so.
Rage. Firecall gathering, ... investigate. There we go. Yep, and we have the pin. I figured I would put the pin on like underneath my normal stuff. So if I had to be like, guys, it's cool. I'm part of you guys. Like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I could probably get away with it. I was also workshopping if I wanted to look really sweaty and pretend I was a water genasi instead, but I don't know if that'll work. I personally don't know enough about it, and I don't know that Whirl does either.
This is very good, though.
Thank you.
I love that.
Like, do a shitload of jumping jacks right before, and just like see if that works.
And just like do high knees behind the cart
Yeah.
and then jump in.
I'll just run with the cart for the last mile, and then just like see if that.
Oh man.
I can always just like throw some water from my water skin at you every couple minutes. Like,
Yeah.
There you go.
Just sneeze, splashing stuff on myself. Probably not that far.
Oh my gosh.
she's like a fish. She needs to be underwater constantly.
I'm like,
I'm
gonna.
gonna-
I guess if it oil me up.
I'm going to pose this question to the group. You know, this is obviously outside influence, but to sort of help since we're on the fourth, what I'm calling the fourth cornerstone, we're at the fourth haunted keep. You know, there were only 4. There's no spoilers anymore. It's like this is the last of the 4 haunted keeps. At this point, having experienced what you've experienced and seen what you've seen, what are you here for?
Oh no.
I
mean-
you keep using this word
That's-
haunted, and it.
Well, we didn't really know they were haunted until this.
until
last one.
Renwick told us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but like, there's an awful lack of ghosts at each one, I
Right,
guess. and
Except
I
for
don't-
Renwick.
You did
Running-
the first reference to haunted was at Feathergale Spire. I don't think it came up at Scarlet Moon. Scarlet Moon was like a quick like, here we are. Oh shit, everything's
Yeah.
on fire. It's fuck,
Yeah.
and then you left. So there wasn't much opportunity there.
We were just a cleanup crew at Scarlet.
Yeah.
But you have heard in character the reference to haunted keeps.
Mm.
And I believe Bruldenthar even gave you, or not Bruldenthar, Gimlin even gave you a little bit of like what he had researched and heard about them.
Yeah, I think we might have heard of them, but I don't think we necessarily clicked that these
Right.
were haunted keeps.
Okay.
I think they were just the keeps, and I don't think we got the word haunted until Renwick, but I could be totally wrong on that.
Okay.
Because,
I
yeah,
mean-
we did refer to them as keeps before. I just don't know if it was haunted.
Okay.
I mean, our goal, it feels like for the last couple, have just been like get as much information as we can. I think we still have people that we know that are missing. And we don't entirely know where they are or could be yet, but since we're already here, it's like, well, we'll check it out. And then, yeah, just part of me just wants to know what they know about everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, so for this keep, let's try to get one of them alive to interrogate later.
Wow.
Al
Okay.
mumbles something, and
He didn't say anything about like cruel
Hesitantly
interrogation. but, like,
Who needs
still-
who needs everybody alive?
depends on how high up we go in this
That's
one.
not really our jam.
What does it mean to be alive?
is it just me, or is there a stinging sense of irony from for that coming from the life cleric?
That.
Oh man. Oh, that's good.
I'm just saying, so far we haven't been real great about
Keeping
keeping the
things
bad
alive.
people around.
You know
We
you're
literally
right.
dropped
In-
someone off the top of a building.
In your
Yeah.
defense, the first one they like literally just tried to yeet you off the spire when you wouldn't immediately commit to joining. So
And then
And we were like,
and then
JK.
after that, everything was like, oh, we're on fire now, and then we got fireballed.
yep.
Yes.
It's been a crazy ride. Okay, so I'm getting consensus on like find out what we can.
Right.
Yeah.
But you've got this. There's an absence of specificity, right?
Right.
And that is,
Okay.
yeah, that is not. It's not necessarily like people did anything wrong. That is a correct vibe to get really out of where you're at right now.
I feel like we're mostly here to investigate and see if this place is like the others. Spooky, creepy, weird, full of strange people, and maybe another cool lich that we could befriend.
Right?
Because so far we haven't like initially gone in with violence. We've gone to check things out for everything.
And then, yeah.
So,
That has
and
been the
then
case
stuff
every
has just
time, yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, violence finds us.
We just attract pure rage and people that want to kill us.
Okay. So we'll get started then with you guys. You'll have to describe how you are approaching the keep. Then you do get plenty of headway to like make your decision on like, do
Sure.
we go with the birds? Do we just go with the cart? All of the above. Like, what's the plan for the approach now? You're not actually here yet. I'm just gonna have it on the screen.
Okay.
So wait, are we sticking with circus or what?
I mean, here's the thing. Circus has worked 2 out of the 3 times. And the only reason it didn't work last time is because we had a better idea. So I think we should do Circus Plus, and then because we know enough about the water cult, which reminds me, what were the hand signals we know, and is one of them the water one?
We do know the water
heck.
one.
So
It's
that we know that this is a signal and not just something that we were doing with our hands to remember what the water signal was, so we could write it on the box.
No, this was
Okay.
yeah, this
Yeah,
was
this is
definitely.
water.
So
Wait, was that what the ogre meant, or the orc meant by what's the hand sign?
I
No, we
kind of
tried
Pass
it.
sign. Pass sign.
Pass
But
sign.
either way, we didn't know what that one was
Either way.
because we couldn't figure out what rock was.
What rock was? Yeah.
And so you told me to make something up, and I did.
It was no lack of effort. That's for damn
Yeah.
sure.
Indeed.
What is happening? Oh, okay. Hold on.
Okay,
got
so
it.
let's get out the top hats,
Yes.
pin them on the kids, and yeah,
And then try it.
and we'll trot them in.
Yeah. Do we want to be
Oh wait,
playing as we
no,
come
I
in?
need my drum.
No, I thought he had the
No.
drum and you had a lute or
I
something.
had the
Oh, I
drum
did.
and
I
I
did have the
broke
flute.
it.
Right.
I broke
Yes.
the drum.
I have a flute.
Yeah, because we're flute buddies.
Yeah,
So I have-
you guys were fluting.
Mhm.
Highfalutin.
Yes.
You are welcome.
Oh, shit.
But yes, that's what we did last time. So do we want to instrument our way in again, and I'll head that up with significant playing, and you guys each get a note.
Sure. Yeah.
I
sure.
like it.
I like
Cool.
it. Let's keep it.
So I
Alright,
think
so
we're just gonna. Yeah. Go ahead.
Play our way in.
You're leading the charge.
All right. We got the pin on just in case. I'll do this if I have to.
Are you on the ground doing the march in? Are people flying and some on the ground? What's the arrangement?
Would it
we
be
march 'em all in.
interesting? Okay. I was gonna say, would it be interesting if we did have Gert and I doing our music on the hippogriffs? It would make a bigger spectacle.
I mean, I'm wondering because I think flying the hippogriffs into the keep is probably going to be frowned upon.
Oh,
And
not
so-
fly. Yeah, definitely not fly them into the keep.
And so if we are riding on their backs while they are walking, that will look like we are their trainers. And like,
True.
yeah. So I'd say that could work. But yeah, I also would not recommend flying one-handed or no-handed while playing an instrument and being on a hippogriff. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think me on Claudius going, hey, my no hand is gonna be a great option
Right.
yet. We'll work on it, but
We've definitely got to work that out.
yeah. So yeah, they're gonna just like trot in, like the good boys they are,
Mhm.
in their little hats, and we will be with our instruments on their backs.
Sounds like a plan.
Say
Alright,
that last part one more time, Sam. Something. You cut off for me a tiny bit.
Oh, okay. No, so Taryn and I are gonna be like sitting on them,
Okay.
but they're just walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all.
So you guys are sitting on their backs. Everybody's walking. There's some instrument stuff happening. Is Whirl at the
Correct.
helm again?
Here's a stupid question because I realize that I have a very high acrobatics and have not used it yet. Can I stand? Do we have a covered wagon, covered cart? I
It
stand
is.
on top of it?
It is
Oh,
not
it's not
covered.
covered. What?
But you know, it's not like you have like a plethora of stuff. So
True.
if you could stand in the wagon and it's the floor level of the wagon is like butt height of the horses. So even sitting, like
Sure.
you'd have a head over. So if you stood
Or
up
can
in the
you
wagon,
Can you stand on the horses? One on each horse?
Oh. I mean,
Very ringmaster
but
esque.
also
I mean,
play.
Would the horses be okay with that though?
That is a hard question.
I mean, ask.
I think Sam likes this idea.
I think I can stand on one of the horses. But I don't know that straddling the two horses. Because, like, how big is a horse? Because, like, horses in general, you tend to ride them like 4 or 5 feet apart. My legs don't spread that far. If I'm 5'4", my legs can't do 4 feet.
It would be a more difficult acrobatics check to straddle
Right.
rather than stay on one, but it could
Right.
happen.
And also, I'm playing an instrument, which is why I was like, if there was a top, I thought that if there was like a top of the wagon, I was going to stand on the
I
wagon.
will give you, as a bard, like the while playing an instrument part is pretty much a given. For anybody else, it would
Right.
make it more difficult, but for a bard,
Oh, you're not even gonna like. You're like, oh yeah, you can do anything while playing an instrument.
I mean,
It's
you're
your job. Like you're supposed to. Play
I
music.
like the
I
idea
know.
this is entertaining as hell, so I gotta make it doable
Okay.
because I want to see it happen. But
How about-
two, these are animals that you've been with, so
Right.
there's familiarity between you and Beast at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and there you have no indication of them like freaking out and bucking you or anything like that. So a
Yeah,
simple
and
acrobatics check to stand on the horse.
All right. Follow-up question: can one of the horses pull the cart and I stand on the other horse?
You could, yeah. Given the lack of extra weight, it wouldn't be a good idea for a long journey, of course, but
Right.
going down to one horse for the cart would not be a problem.
Cool. I'll do that. I will put on my costume,
Okay.
not my fancy clothes. I got costume. Got the pin on. I'm doing stretches.
What is your costume?
I don't remember. I never thought about this.
Pick it up. Just
It's the
just
world,
go
so
with
it's
the flow.
probably blue. So it's probably something like very flowy. There's probably like some like skirts with jingly shit on it. Maybe like a fascinator, but not like a jester hat. I'm not about that life.
Well, you got the Beyonce hair too, so.
Exactly. So I don't need a hat. It's probably like a flower crown. There's probably like I'll do a lot of flowery. I will pick the flowers along the way, crown them
Okay.
together. Flower crown, frilly things, like 2 frilly skirts with like jingly bits. So when I move, it jingly bits.
We're
And
going like
then-
full on belly dancer, aren't we?
I'm not gonna like. It's just I am a movie person and I make wind, so of course I'll like sneeze too
There you
hard and
go.
I'll make jingly noises.
Okay.
And then I got my dulcimer, and let's get going.
Okay. Any other preparations along the way, guys, or is everybody
Blang-a-dang-dang. You guys each get a note.
banging on
you get
stuff?
a drum. You get a
What is my percussive note? I hit the drum. No.
It's just like you're just doing quarter notes. You're just doing like bang, bang, bang.
Gotcha.
All I'm trusting you with, because we
Okay.
know what happened last time.
I don't know what you're
And
talking
if you break
about.
it,
Didn't
just
happen
shake it.
last time.
Just shake it around if you break it.
Wait, can we attach some of your costume bells to the drum
Yeah.
so if it does break, it's a tambourine now?
There you go.
Tambourine,
That's
yeah.
really
One
smart.
of them and tap
There's
it
an
around.
idea.
Tight.
Tambourine.
Cal
There we go.
is driving the
Yep.
driving
Yeah.
the cart.
My eyes on the prize. Just
Okay.
Got the
getting,
important job.
getting the band there. I'm the roadie.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Did we got a long rest before we got to this part, right?
You did get one. This
Okay.
is like late morning of the
That day.
no, it's midday the day after.
Okay.
Um,
Trying to remember if I still have exhaustion or not.
Um
I think you would have one level because you still had two when we were at the monument.
That's right. Yeah, so I
That
still
is
got
correct.
one. Thank you.
you also now look spookier than you used to.
Yeah, I think I would have tried to like accentuate that like it was like actual face paint. Make it look even more spooky.
Okay.
Cool.
like the Day of the Dead kind of look.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I've been thinking about doing this like the whole way along, and I've just never actually said that I was doing it because we haven't been playing a lot of instruments. But also on our way through, I would have wanted to gather flowers and put the petals in my dulcimer, with the idea that as I'm playing, I can make them float out of my dulcimer.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
This is cool. This is cool.
Like a
Okay.
whole traveling show. Nice.
Yeah.
Birds are awesome.
Okay.
Curly
Alright.
got excited for the floating
I
flower.
know.
Out of here.
Okay, so we're gonna retcon what we ended the last session with. We technically ended the last session with you guys getting here and being greeted with "What do you want?" That didn't happen. That's no longer a thing. You guys are on foot or on beast foot, approaching, and you got like the music going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody we're first going to do a everybody make their own performance check, and we're going to use the best one out of the whole group for the whole group.
Shit.
I'm rocking.
That's already
my
going
Oh damn,
wrong.
coming in hot. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well. Oh, I'm at
Oh, no.
disadvantage. Hang on.
Nice.
It might even be worse. Nope, it's the same.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Cal, you know what? Since you're
I'm not performing.
yeah,
You're a part of
Let's-
the shenanigans.
you're a part of the shenanigan though, so I'm just gonna include you just
Just
to
in
see if we
case,
get
just
it
in
better
case.
than a 19. It's more a group
Big
thing.
money, no
If
whammies.
I'm the best performer, then
The most convincing.
Nice.
Oh, that's a
Uh-oh.
big number.
Every time it shows up with that blank, it's that like butt clench moment.
Yeah.
Like, which one is it? Which one is it?
I love
Mouse
it.
over and it'll
Amazing.
tell you what
Terrible.
happens.
You're all just like wailing away, waving your arms, shaking around, and then there's Cal just driving the cart with a nat
Everything
20.
is fine.
Here's the thing, he has to
Fucking
keep a
great.
straight face through all of this, which is a true performance.
Yeah, that is
That's
true.
very true.
It is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord.
Now I need
God, I
everybody
love
to roll perception checks, please.
Oh boy.
Ah,
Watch
Okay.
me get a nat 1 on my perception. Okay.
Let's see if this actually comes through.
11.
Okay. All right.
5. I got a 2.
Oh.
Oh man, you guys burned it on the performance.
That's a lie. I rolled it at
Yeah.
disadvantage, and I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Oh,
Nice.
rip.
That says 0, my friend.
Is bad.
Ooh.
That says 0 on my end.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it's broken rolling disadvantage from roll 20 or 2 whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's broken.
It
Okay.
does not work.
So our best was 11.
Best was 11 on the perception. So you guys are
vibing.
rolling up with you got the beat going, you're starting to get with it, figure it out, synchronize together, and you're
Yeah.
rolling up like straight to the front gate of this castle-like structure, and from the tower to the right, the tower to the left, and several from the wall in between, as you're about 100 feet away, you see some arrows start to come. And they land about 20, 30 feet on the ground in front of you. Like almost at the same time. Cal, you would for sure understand this to be a warning shot. Despite the poor perception check, your background, like there's no no question that's a warning shot. You're about 100 feet away.
Cool.
Yeah, next time, everyone, they're not gonna miss.
Yeah.
Is
I'll-
so. Go
I'll
ahead.
get off. I'll get off the horse and be like, "Hello, we're a traveling band. We were wondering if we could stop here for the night." Please.
Air cult is not welcome here.
I don't know what you are talking about. I don't know anything about cults.
Oh, make a deception check.
I don't know nothing about no cult.
I know
you with
nothing
that?
about nobody.
14.
Can I try and help her with that? I mean, she's already rolled it, but
If
I
you're
technically
if you're
rolled it.
proficient, you may help.
okay.
All right.
Yes, I will help.
You
Yeah,
got it.
no, totally, absolutely nothing about cults.
That's slightly better. I
You
know
have
about
air beast at my keep.
No, they're good boys.
We found them.
We found them on the road, and they were very sweet, and they were okay wearing top hats, so we kept them.
They're a part of our traveling show. Who doesn't want to see hippogriffs?
Approach. I'm saying this all like speaking, but it's really like yelling. You're
Yeah.
a distance away.
Yeah.
But leave beast behind.
Okay.
Will do.
And then they tell Claudius to stay.
I pull out the meat bag, and as we walk away, I'm gonna throw them each a piece of meat.
Meat bag for you, meat bag for you.
Everybody gets
All
meat
right.
bag.
And then
Let's roll up.
we slowly start walking up.
Yes, very slowly.
Anything you're discussing on your way there?
Nope, just keeping up
that's
the
alright.
guys that we are performers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cal, anything we should think about, know about this type of hostility?
I mean, we should be on our guard as always, but if they seem to have a distaste for this, for the other factions around the area, we may be able to use that to our advantage.
I let them know that we beat them up.
I mean, I did just say that I knew nothing about cults.
Yeah, then we'd be
True,
exposing ourselves for lying.
If we are exposed and it comes down to it, sometimes the truth in that regard may help us. So let's just keep our wits about us and keep our options open as we approach.
Sounds
Okay.
like a plan.
Put that in our back pocket as a last resort. Gotcha.
Yep. And
So
round
as-
the hand signal.
As you guys get closer, you would be able to see from each tower at least one large, by large I mean long, arrow slit. At first glance, kind of looks like a window, like a tall, very narrow window, but then as you get closer, you realize it's far too thin to reasonably be like a viewing window. It is, especially to Cal, you'd be able to tell these are frontline defense arrow slits on the towers, about 10 feet off of the ground. And the wall between the two, I'm calling them towers, they're really no more than 40, 50 feet tall, so they're not like huge. But about 20 feet off the ground and expanding beneath the two, or between the two towers is the front wall, and you'd be able to see at least 3 individuals spanning across the, like, near one tower, near the other tower, in the middle, with arrows knocked and drawn, aimed at you. As you get closer to the actual gate, which is on the southern, very near the southern tower, you would hear the same voice address you. How you have air cult beast with no air cult?
We
found
found
them on the road.
We found them on the road. They looked lost, and so we tried putting one of the top hats on them to see if they could work in our team, and they seemed pretty calm. So we decided to let them stick with us. They just started following us, to be honest.
Does Joe have something to address? Should we go to break?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll keep going, but if we need to go to break, just let me know.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so make a deception check for that Gert.
I can help you
Can
with
I?
that.
I was gonna say, can
Okay.
one of us help? Yeah.
There can be one help.
I think I was also gonna ask to.
All right.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need it. Yeah, I'm gonna need
Yeah.
help.
Ooh,
You gotta
I'm
let us
gonna
try.
need that help.
come on.
Oh
Oh,
no,
buddy, it's better.
no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It is better though.
Oh
It's
no.
better.
You are a terrible liar.
I know.
Last chance. What you do with air cult beast?
We beat up the air cold, and then
Oh, no.
and then we took them because we were scared that they were gonna be all by themselves.
I was just stretching. I don't know what you're talking about.
Now you can make a persuasion check.
And I will
Nice.
help with that one.
Yep.
Not that that helps, but I'm helping with your persuasion check.
I'm
Now-
also terrible at persuasion. Oh,
Are you though?
Apparently
but I'm
not.
not too bad. Okay, so that's
Yeah,
an
it's
18.
pretty good.
That's an 18.
What you want here?
I mean, just a place to sleep was the truth. We're actually very tired and want somewhere to rest.
Yeah, look at her eyes. They are so dark.
Look at how baggy they are. Like, that's eye makeup, but if you look really closely, those are
Yeah.
bags.
Yeah, she's like dead. She's like dead tired.
Outsiders not welcome here.
We have money if you want money.
We have no need for your money.
What do you need?
Should I?
We need you to leave. Now.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
I'm gonna go. I think you guys should let us in, and I'm gonna show them the badge.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What kind of tone are you going for with that?
I think you should let us in. Bloop.
What does that mean to me?
This is not.
You have brooch, so what?
I was a.
I mean,
An arrow meets a foot in front of your toe. Speak, girl.
I'm just trying to get in. I have
Oh,
a
you
brooch.
show that symbol?
I'll do it. I'm doing it. We're pulling it.
After a few seconds with no response, you can hear the mechanics of the gate opening.
Infiltrating the cult.
You got the symbol right.
It took us
Oh my
fucking
God.
long enough to get a fucking symbol right. There's a
this
whole.
is the second time that hand sign has saved our lives.
I know.
Thank you, random hand sign.
Was so ready to like either roll initiative or like roll
Right.
to run like hell.
I will say that was legit last chance.
Yeah.
Hop
cool.
on, Claudius,
Cool.
and
That's why I was like, can I do it? Can I do
My
it?
God, you guys.
All right. So the door's open. Keeping cool. Pretending like
yeah.
I'm unfazed.
So this door, there's like a portcullis, and then one of those, what do you call a wooden plank bar
Mhm.
on
Oh, yeah.
a stone door it's like triple security on this front door. And you would notice that the arrows that had been sort of through the notches in the wall recede, and the ones coming through these arrow slits on the fronts of the towers also recede at the sound of the gate opening. We have... Where are you?
We're on this like.
We're
little-
right
No, sorry, I'm
here.
talking about a token.
Oh.
Yeah,
not
our
you guys.
tokens are right there.
Here we go. Okay. So it's gonna be these 4 guys.
They come out and stab us. We are dead.
Heck.
Okay, this door opens.
Oh, there's
And
5 people there.
You can see through to a short, narrow hallway with 5 folks that you don't recognize. Cal, I need you to make a perception check, though, please.
15.
Something is oddly familiar about the clothing of 4 of these 5 individuals. The one in the middle is different, but the other 4 are wearing clothing that you definitely recognize.
Is it? I mean, I know with like the 15, it would, you know, I'm not gonna get like specifics, but I guess, is there a particular part of the clothing that catches my eye? Like, is it the cloak? Is it certain design? Is it, you know, the pants? Do they have like giant belt buckles that say something on them?
Juicy.
They're all wearing
Yeah,
Santa pants.
Yeah, all their butts say
They
juicy.
have juicy on their butts.
It's
It's grand.
Do they have
I'll
the
shop at
apple
the
bottom
Limited.
jeans and the boots with the fur?
I mean, our whole club is looking at them, so that does work out.
Yeah.
You
Tomorrow?
would recognize like their clothing in general seems familiar, but your eye would get caught on boots meant for activity in and around water. Boots with the fur.
They were, well, no, you probably wouldn't want fur if you're walking around water.
It's aquatic fur. You know those legendary fish that have the fur on them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dip.
They're-
The Monster Hunter shit.
Are they aquifers?
I
I'm having mooring boots. Mooring boots.
Oh,
That
right.
was the word I
Okay.
was looking for.
Mm,
washes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still proud of my joke.
That's, yeah, that's a good one. I look down and I point at it and I say, "What are those?" I don't-
And now come the arrows.
All right. So as this gate finishes opening, they'll come to about here. The 4 in front and in back have like knives drawn, like small daggers. Nothing crazy. And the one in the middle is brandishing a slightly more ornate sword at his side, still hilted. And not drawn, but he's like this big, tall, bushy, bearded guy, bald head. You know, the sort of like a bouncer type, right? And they walk up to you and he'll say, "Who showed you that?"
That's actually a question I don't remember.
Right,
the
that's
answer
like
to.
a true question that I also don't know the answer to.
Okay, so I'm not gonna punish you for not knowing the answer. Your character
was it?
would know.
Right,
I
I
don't
feel like
remember if it was.
Was it Braylon?
Dorothea? No, Braylon did this one.
yeah, and we were like, okay, But there was another hand signal that I remember. I know that I have not seen, like, the human player, but I believe there is another hand signal, and I believe that was when we saw it, but I don't remember what it was.
I believe you guys, whoever saw it, only saw it in an exchange between two different people, like in a town.
Wait, no. It was wasn't it the guy who owns the tchotchke shop that he was talking to somebody else?
Oh,
Yes. One of the shops in town.
Yes.
Your guy.
guy.
Y'all's guy.
Yeah, that's so Tchotchke guy saw the hand signal because that's how they got the book, because the book was from a keelboat skipper who came from Longford.
Shit.
I'll say we learned it from a guy from Wumford.
You do not know name?
No one knows names around here. I thought that was the point of being secretive.
Make a deception check.
I could help you with that if you want.
Did I click?
Oh, which one is it? Oh!
No!
Oh, damn.
What?
Oh, wait,
Oh, I
how,
clicked it
wait.
twice, but I'll take
Wait.
the first one.
1 plus 4 equals 14.
Yes, that's because I cannot roll less than a 10.
You're right.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I keep rolling 14, motherfucker. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's so
Why do you think I
Oh,
moved?
snap.
I know, I know.
Wow.
I
You
can't roll
got
less than a
terrible
14.
luck. Oh no.
I know. Well, if we get the advantage, great. If not, 14 is serviceable.
Okay.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say that, he's gonna give you this like little smirk, and say, "Terrible lying, but you could teach my thieves something." And he'll give you like a
Sure.
and start walking this way. I need to take a. We're pretty much almost at a point that we should normally take a break anyway. So is it okay for you guys to take a quick run?
Sure.
Can we do a longer one? Because this is potty/dinner. So
Sure.
Okay.
For the dog, for those of you at home.
yes,
It's potty time.
it's potty/dinner time.
All right. Yep. We will be right back. right, we're back. Oh, minus a. Oh, okay, no, we're good. Sorry, Cal. Okay, so you have staved off the last of warning shots that you were going to be given. Spoiler alert. By, in a point of desperation, just sort of flashing the symbol that you thought was water, and it worked. So, this guy and his 4 thugs, I guess,
Buddies.
for his 4 guys, escorts, whatever we want to call them, are like, he beckoned you and started leading through this small hallway into what you can understand is a small courtyard on the other side. Oh, I should get rid of that other. There's another portcullis right here. So that has been raised as well. And as you guys enter this hallway, there are a couple things you would definitely be able to notice without specifically looking for anything. First, to your right is another arrow slit. And second is, and Cal, you would notice above you are 3 openings about they're spaced about every 10 feet that go into clearly another space above you. Excuse me. The openings are no more than 2 feet square. And all you can really see, if you even more than just a quick glance, all you can really see on the other side is what you would presume to be a ceiling, stone ceiling.
I take it this stone looks like the same stone/stonework as the last 3 places we went to.
Yeah, at this point, like if you wanted to make a nature check to get specificity, you could, but at this
Sure.
point, it'd be pretty easy to tell that it's at least very similar.
I will just in case for posterity, and I rolled a 14.
Okay. Yeah, it checks out to be at least very, very similar to the other structures.
Cool.
And just to review that real quick, so Feathergale, absolutely, that was like 100% stone structure.
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet Moon was more wood than anything else, but you got like the outer walls and part of the like foundation of the main tower were of a similar stone. And then
Sacred Stone.
Sacred Stone, yes, was like very much like Feathergale, the 100% stone structure. All of a very similar, if not the same, stone.
Right.
Mhm.
White limestone and marble. I had it written down.
Yep.
Cool. I guess we will follow these guys in.
And just to be clear with that, the white limestone reference is more of like what it looks like.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, like limestone is super weak and soft. So it's really just like the look of it rather than the make of it.
Okay.
You definitely wouldn't want to build a building out of limestone.
Right.
I mean, maybe dwarves can. I don't know their lives.
I had a couple friends in college that lived in a house that was built on a foundation of limestone, and the foundation would, like, you'd go in the basement and you could just wipe your hand across the basement wall, and it would literally just crumble away. Like,
feel like-
Oh no.
So safe.
That's so
right.
terrifying.
It was bad.
What structural
If you get a-
integrity?
Like if you get a rowdy dog, that entire house is done for.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Done.
Why is it that I feel like a ton of buildings in Indiana are made out of limestone?
Because
I
old
feel
college
like there's an
campuses
entire
that they don't
college.
have any code, like there's no code
Yeah.
for upkeep. There's only code for if they want to change anything about the house.
Oh look,
So they
stone.
just
So-
leave it there forever and never make any changes, so it never
Right.
gets inspected.
Yeah. So Indiana University is all limestone.
Yep.
crap.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's a whole college of limestone buildings.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad news
forward
bears
to
in a while.
Ew.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. Anywho,
Sorry.
all that.
You're good.
No, it's all good.
Discussing real world architecture. for a
Yeah.
second.
All that is to say, the actual make of the stone is more on the marble side, like
Sure.
incredibly hard, fashioned very smoothly. It like looks great on top of being incredibly structurally sound, especially for what you've seen from the other places, such old structures. Save for Sacred Stone, like the tower was in ill repair and it was in the process of being sort of revamped. But the tower itself was mostly wooden structure. The base was the stone, and then a couple of walls around it that had been shattered away as if it underwent like some sort of siege.
Right.
The others, much like this one, from what you can see so far, are of the like very good condition, very good stone, well kept, or at least like could withstand the test of time sort of stone.
Is there any indication so far of how long these people have been here?
Not yet.
Okay.
While we're walking, I want to keep an eye on this group of 5 and see if they're saying anything. And then if they are, I want to use my observant feat to read their lips.
Okay, they're not saying anything yet. However, when they get to this point, you'll notice that they sort of split. With 2 plus the one who's been talking in front, facing north, and then the other 2 in back. So I'll scoot you guys here, so you have enough visibility to like still see them. You're able to see that this courtyard, this very small courtyard, leads to a couple more doors. There's to your south is another wall, very similar to the front that you had seen, with at least the one person manning it, sort of like patrol style that you can see, and a couple of doors to your, like directly in front of you and to your right and to your left. A couple of doorways, and then you can see that the courtyard extends farther north. So the wall to your south is like the cutoff point, that direction, but this inner area goes farther to the left. And they break off into this sort of formation. And Cal, you would notice this to be definitely very organized. And you'd notice something a little off about this guy to the south. Actually, Kellen make a perception check, please.
Oh, day. Oh,
That's a big one.
Oh,
That's a
that's
big
nice.
one. It's a big one.
Nice.
this
Ooh,
guy. There's my first
Oh.
one. And then there's, damn it, it's rolling it in here. Hang on. Hang tight. 1 second.
Thinking.
Believe in you.
We're going to go with that 8.
Okay. So, Cal, you definitely notice that, like, this formation with these 5 is very organized, like, militaristic in the style. Okay? You'd notice the formation more in line with escorting prisoners or extra precautions with unknown people. Okay. You would also notice that this guy on the wall, polar opposite, much more lax, not like if he's actually patrol on the wall, he's not really paying too much attention. He's kind of slouching around a little bit. Polar opposite of these guys that are immediately in front of you.
Which one was the sloucher?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not. I'll scoot you guys a little farther. I'll just put you here, so you can see. So it's this guy right here that I'm talking about.
Oh,
Okay.
You get like a feeling that this guy might be trying to like be a little inconspicuous. Not
Okay.
from the inside, but definitely from the outside.
Okay.
Anything else that you guys want to address, ask, or talk about in or out of character before this continues?
I think I'm just looking around at stuff.
Okay.
Something like that.
At this point, all you can really see is this sort of narrow courtyard that's following along this structure through the middle of the area, with what you know is the front wall to your left, and you can see more of those, the people who shot at you, manning that wall. Callan is the same things that applied to this guy down here. As you guys get farther along, you'd notice pretty much the same about this crew.
I'll say to the guy who's been talking to us, that was quite a welcome, walking up.
One cannot be too careful. Air cult attack took too many last time.
They attacked? What, when was that? What happened?
None of your concern. Yet. I don't know you.
All right.
Checks out. Nice.
I mean, I like to think we're pretty cool and trustworthy.
Gets caught lying. 3
Remind
times.
me,
I was
totally
gonna
out
say,
of character.
Said the terrible liar.
Right.
Remind me, totally out of character, what you said to the question who showed you that.
I said a guy from Mumford. We never got his name,
Okay.
which was technically correct.
Yes. Which is why I did
should've-
persuasion
I
instead of
should've rolled.
deception.
Right.
Um,
No, you haven't rolled deception. Oh well, it's fine.
I did?
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
Really?
it's okay.
We
It
passed.
worked.
It's all good.
Yeah,
If it
We're
didn't work,
in.
we'd have to retcon a little bit, but
yeah.
okay, so to your north, you can see another wall extending from the front tower that you saw in the first place, coming from the front. I have to trust you guys to actually ignore this. Just one of the difficulties of only having 2D maps with line of sight. You can't actually see into that. That arrow slit is about 20 feet off the ground. Like the bottom of it is 20 feet off the ground. But you would definitely know that's another. Like you're in a cow. You're in a kill box. This place is set up like, even though it's small, it is set up as a castle. With multiple levels of fortification and levels of defense against siege. Make sense?
Yep.
Awesome. So you guys are starting to round the corner, and I'm just now realizing that something about this map doesn't make sense. So I need to take 2 seconds to look at this real quick. Because there's a doorway that doesn't line up with the elevation.
It's like the what is it called? Winchester Manor, where there's just a door that opens to a 20-foot
Oh,
drop.
the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is exactly what I'm looking at right now.
Nice.
Thank you, BuzzFeed Unsolved, for teaching me about the Winchester Haunted Man.
Yep.
That's so weird to me. I grew up in the Bay Area in Fremont, which is like just north of San Jose. So, like, knowing about it was just kind of part of being a native. So then people like learning about it later. I'm like, you don't know about this weird thing?
Yeah.
Like, this thing has been here my entire life. You don't know about it?
Did you ever visit?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, okay.
Right?
They do have
Yeah.
Halloween tours, and I want to do that one day. I
Ooh.
live like 4 hours north of it now, so kind of hard to
Nice.
do.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I figured it out. I got to retcon the arrow slit description. It is within your line of sight. I thought it was a level up. So this rectangular part of the structure. So from here to here, you can all see that arrow, right? So from the start to the finish of that arrow is a sort of rectangular box-like structure that goes 2 stories, with the tower being here that goes slightly higher. This arrow slit is actually on the first level. It's a few feet off the ground, but you can see into it, and you can see a stone room with a couple of individuals occupying the inside, and then there is another level above it. So sorry about that. You are sort of rounding this corner. It's going to be awkward formation time, but we're just going to roll with it.
Yeah.
Those 3 in the front, you 5 in the middle, these 2 in the back. And as you come around this corner, you can see a couple more things. Much to most of your surprise, the size of this place is actually even smaller than you might have assumed, if you assumed at all. You can see the back end. One final wall wraps around the backside after going down into a cliff that you can also see goes down into a small pool.
Mm-hmm.
And you definitely know the river is right there, so it'd be reasonable enough to assume that that is the river, the Decern River. And you can see a larger keelboat anchored up to the inside of that wall, and a couple of stairways as you get farther along. We'll scoot along even more. You can see a couple of stairways leading down into that small docking-ish area, enclosed within one small break in the wall for a gate, presumably to let those small boats in and out.
Interesting.
How long have you guys been in operation here?
You come to water camp and you don't know details of water camp.
I mean, I didn't even know the name of the guy that gave me the hand signal. What are you expecting out of me? You know all of these people keeping like tight tabs on all the information anyone sends anyone.
Two years. Longer below. 2 years here. You'll want to remember that.
I'm committing it to memory.
No mistake. Jolly doesn't like mistake. Okay?
Who's Jolly?
I am, but I'm...
Hey!
I'm glad that you made the joke because I wanted to, but that wouldn't be very in character.
Jolly is leader of camp. He will assign you. Just don't call him Happy. You know, like...
Well, depending on... I was gonna say, maybe I'll call him Grumpy, because you guys don't seem very happy at all.
If you want training and fight, you call him that.
Okay.
This Jolly.
I've been told I'm pretty good at that.
Anything else?
I'm dying.
Gert's just being a shit today. So that's all.
And I don't want to, don't let me lead. I just don't want to, I want to make sure opportunities are on the table. Is there anything you guys are looking for, trying to check out specifically, gain information on?
What direction does the river go? I'm assuming north to south.
North-south.
And otherwise we'd have the Nile situation.
I need to show this to you guys, just to sort of help get the feel for the look. I don't know. That's the phrase I'm ending on here.
To add to the immersion.
Yeah, so we have a good understanding of what this actually looks like. That's the map. I don't want to show you the map.
Here's the entire layout of this
Here it is.
possible dungeon. Yeah.
Ta-da! Whoa.
So
Oh,
this
okay.
view
Whoa.
is from the southeast if you're looking on the map. So that area, like right in the middle of the map, is here. From the view of the gate.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, this is cool.
That's really
That's
cool.
really sick.
Yeah.
And I failed to move this correctly. All the things to keep track of. Here we go.
Chapter 3. Wait a minute.
Okay, yeah. Anything else?
I'll ask, and your name again? Just, since we're doing names now.
You call me Holger.
Holger. Will do.
That's a lovely name, Holger.
I am also not grumpy.
You keep telling yourself that.
He's just terse.
First, that's a good word. I like that one.
Yeah. Once in college, I was even laconic. Anyway.
Oh, no.
How much experience you have stealing?
A lot.
What gave you that idea?
You come here, you have job stealing.
Yes, you are right. How else would I have this pin?
We take
Do you-
boats, we have network.
Cool. Do you guys need something stolen for you?
Always. It is job.
Wonderful. These hands have incredibly sticky fingers. Point me in the right direction.
This is advertisement for a donut shop here.
Yes. Leave a pamphlet.
Is make an insight check.
Sick.
Ooh.
6. Man, I'm changing my goddamn color. Hang on. I know it has no effect on game, but I'm doing it.
It's kind of weird that he's asking you such a question.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's a little weird, but he's got broken common. Can understand that he might just have like difficulty with the language sort of thing. Maybe has a little less finesse than someone else would, but it's a little off
Okay.
as the resident rogue.
Also, does it seem a little off to anyone else that he hasn't pointed out the 2 clerics in the Bard Dads?
Are you asking that in character?
Throughout the sides of my teeth, yeah, to like Gert.
I mean, are you guys like incredibly just this is probably out of character, but are you guys incredibly like dressed as though you are obviously clerics? Or are you just in like general adventurer clothes?
I definitely didn't put my holy symbol away, so
Yeah, I think Gert is just always wearing her holy symbol. Like, that's
Fair.
her necklace.
Fair.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
if they don't know what a holy symbol is, that might
yeah.
also be a thing.
At this point, he'll turn to you, Cal, and say, "And you, General, you might want to hide that, unless you use to advantage. What is your story?"
Good luck.
Oh, ye of little faith!
What was this
Not the
guy's
spaghetti guy.
Holger.
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 Walker? If we only had the time, Holger. I use everything to my advantage.
Okay, shit.
Whirl is now scared. I'm just kidding.
Okay. In a complete move of irony, he'll give you a chuckle and say, "Haha, you must lead this ragtag bunch." Yes?
No.
How'd you know our name?
Lead is perhaps a strong word, but we each have our strengths.
You show promise. I like. Come. Little further. He's going to lead you to this doorway. Steps lead up to the wall to your north, with, in case it wasn't caught before, towers hitting all four corners. Cal, you would have recognized arrow slits on all of them, both pointing inward. Well, you saw the ones pointing inward from the outside. You saw the two that had arrow slits pointing outward. It should be crystal clear to Cal at this point that, like, the setup of this place is of the militaristic planning variety. But all of you would have also noticed by this point that the interior is not in so good of shape. The map doesn't have too much, but you'd be able to see piles of stones. Organized piles. I shouldn't say piles. Like pallets, almost, of stones. With small pieces of scaffolding set up in certain areas. Not for structural integrity, but more for the sake of work in progress. Mostly among the towers and to the wall sections of the gated area to the south. You'd be able to tell that from the inside, this entire place looks a lot more withered than the outside would lead you to believe. Okay. Anything else before you are led into this door?
Would this guy up here, wrong clicker, have the same, like, laissez-faire looking attitude as the other up high guys?
Yes.
Tight.
Anything more specific you'd want to glean about that, or are we leaving it there? Again, not meant to be a leading question, but...
Right. I mean, like, because, like, these four that are, like, following us around are, like, incredibly militaristic. Does the guy look like he's, like, trying to, like, the up high guy? Do they seem like they're, like, clearly fucking around, or they're, like, clearly pretending to be there but probably aren't supposed to be there?
Make an insight check.
10.
Okay, so... Even having some difficulty figuring that out, you'd be able to tell that the four here with Holger are of probably similar status as the guys on the walls. Mm-hmm. It's likely that they're on particularly good behavior because they are with someone in particular of authority. And the others are a little bit more relaxed, but it's not like they're screwing around.
Okay.
And you'd get the same vibe from this guy, that there's a sense of, like, he's not patrolling, going back and forth, that, you know, like someone in a more militaristic sense would have. He's more like a scoot from one spot to the next and, like, squat.
Huh. Okay.
Like with some positioning and body movement that you would recognize as hiding. But he's still out in the open. It's kind of like this weird mix.
Huh. Okay.
He, like, Skyrim hiding, like, just walking over to a lightly obscured area.
Just squat behind him. It'll go away.
Yeah. Little kid hiding where it's like,
Must have been the
you
wind.
can't see my head.
Must have been the
My eye
wind.
on you.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have come here.
Yep. Okay. So, these two are going to stand at the door as Holger leads you into the next room. And these other two are going to kind of stay where they are. I'm going to open this door.
You see how Holger just phased through the wall like that? That's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy.
We
Okay.
going in, team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, zoom in, read
Um,
this.
What is that name? Is that Jolly? I'm assuming that's Jolly because that looks
Hi,
like
Jolly.
So this doorway opens up into a sort of small great hall. It's 2 stories high with stone stairs on both sides of the room leading up to a small balcony that you can see on the west side. So these 2 guys are like standing underneath a balcony. Okay. At the west end of the room below the balcony, a large wooden chair sits behind a wide table, absolutely littered with papers and like half-used plates, some like half-eaten food, some cups, that sort of. It's a mess. Okay. A second table, this one long and furnished with benches, runs down the middle of the hall as if to be like a small dining area, and the walls are painted in green and blue, decorated with tattered banners showing nautical designs. And I apologize, I just got a message that I have to tend to, so
Okay.
I think we'll take our second break a little early.
Cool. Sure.
We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. You guys are just now entering this, I'm gonna say great hall with quotation marks because, you know, scale. Small castle, but has the fittings to be called a castle. So, in front of you are 4 folks that look different from the ones you've seen so far. Let's see if I go to the right spot to get these things. Where is he? It starts with an F. Okay, that's because he's down here. And you guys are going to see the names of these things. I mean, we're just going to have to deal with that.
Meh.
You see this guy
Ooh.
hanging
he's a
out.
chunky boy.
He is a chunky boy.
That weapon he has.
Hanging out.
So
Like,
cool.
sick.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Just to the side of a larger human man. Kind of looks a lot like the human looks a lot like Holger, but like even larger. But
Looks
instead of a
more jolly.
completely instead of a completely bald head, he's sporting like this jutted back sort of hairdo
Sure.
that extends
Yeah.
from massive mutton chops on the sides of his face. And he's got this like gruff look on his face, arms crossed as he's looking at you as you come in the door. With this guy at his side. Then the other 2 folks in the room. I'm gonna have to. There we go.
I'm very intrigued by this.
We don't have pictures, so
dude.
I'm gonna have to describe it to you. 1 man, 1 woman that are sporting leather-looking pants and a similar type of boot to the other guys, but their tops are very different. The other guys are kind of like loosely clothed. These 2 have a sort of mesh-looking chest plate. Okay, and strapped to their backs is what you can tell is a shield, but everybody make a perception check, please.
Come on. Don't be bad.
21.
9.
17. Why is my roll 20 chat in 2 windows?
Okay,
15.
Whirl, Taryn, and Iz, you can tell that these are not shields made of metal.
Ooh.
And actually, Whirl, you can tell that it's actually like, it almost looks like a creature is strapped to their backs, like it's an outer shell. And then all of you can see swords at their sides that are, well, they're shaped like swords, but it's more like they have teeth along the edges of their blades. Cool?
Sure.
Everybody cool?
I mean, less cool after hearing that, but still pretty good.
I mean, I want to know more about this blue dude.
Hmm.
All right. So Holger walks you in.
Mhm.
And where did he go? Shit.
He's
He's
standing
like
in the
behind some of
middle.
us.
Dylan?
This is him right
Right.
here. Okay. He's here. He kind of walks up to the corner here. Stands in front, crosses his arms, and the door's shut behind you. So we're gonna put that door back. And the burly man in the front with the crazy hair
Mhm.
is going to address you all with, I presume a welcome is in order. Please tell me, what brings you to my keep?
I guess we're here to help.
Help
Yeah.
with...
We hear you need help stealing things.
Beautiful.
Make a deception check.
I
Yes,
help?
common,
Or
common
persuasion.
larceny.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could, like, the two of us could be here to steal things.
That's fair.
Make
I'm
yeah,
not
do
li-
persuasion or deception, your choice.
I'm gonna
There's
go
definitely
deception.
Can I help?
If you want, then that would make it a straight roll.
Which is that's a solid straight roll.
Yeah.
it's a solid straight roll. If it
I mean, I'll take a 16.
Okay. As you say that, Holger is gonna chuckle and just be like, "We've already established terrible liars, all terrible. Funny though."
Yeah.
And this guy's gonna sort of not hop on the table, walk around the table, and he's got this relaxed like strut. There's this gruff look on his face, like he's concentrating, and he's like this big burly dude with the big hair off his face and all that jazz. But he's got this relaxed like flow to his walk. His shoulders are down. He's kind of swaying as he walks. He's using his hands a lot when he talks to you guys, and he goes, I need more folks like you. Please, please, I implore you, no more lies. Oh, that'll be great when you're actually working for us, but I need you to work with us first. Savvy?
My God, is he Jack Sparrow?
I was gonna say he's either Jack Sparrow or Jack
What gave it away?
I don't
Oh my
think he
god.
is at all drunk enough to be Jack Sparrow.
Oh my god.
I was leaning more.
Who's
I
in
was
this
leaning
game?
more.
Just imagine
I was
Jack
leaning more
Sparrow,
towards
but with like bigger hair and bigger everything. Like this
Yeah.
dude is
Okay.
huge, okay?
After midlife crisis, Jack Sparrow.
Jack
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow. It's like if the Rock.
Yeah, there you go.
I was saying, like, it's,
my God.
yeah.
Dwayne the
Rock
Sparrow
Sparrow.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Jack.
Jack Sparrow.
And minus the accent too, so.
I was
Okay,
leaning a little bit more towards Jim Carrey's Riddler at first.
Oh, there you
I
go.
like it.
Although Jim Carrey's Riddler is a little like
He's a little more
flaily wild.
eccentric.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this is like extendy. He talks with his hands a lot. He's doing this relaxed thing, but
I'm
not quite so
gonna lie, I
flaily.
do like Jack Sparrow more.
Okay, so yeah, he asked you. Forget what exactly he said. Something about working
the truth.
with us before working for
Yeah.
us.
Have
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
already told them?
Complimented. Go ahead.
Sorry, wait. No, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say he complimented us on our bad lying.
Right.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's funny one, Holger. I like his accent. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. What you want? And then he's just like, I don't know where he's from, but I want to go there. You were saying,
this is more out of character. Did we already tell him, or we already said something about we defeated the air cult?
You told Holger
Yes,
Not
that.
to
We
him.
said
I told Holger
Okay.
that we beat up the air cult and
Cool.
rescued the animals.
Panic confessed.
Cool.
Yeah. Because I'm a terrible liar.
I'll say, I mean, we heard that you guys have had some issues with the howling hatred, and as far as we are aware, they are no longer operating out of their old area.
Oh, you guys. Who's you guys? Us. You mean us?
Yes, our new friend Holger said that there have been some squabbles.
Holger, you have a friend. Well, at least one. She said it. I don't know. No, please continue.
And so now we have come here
For
to help you.
you're helping me. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. I like good help. Are you good help? Please tell me you're good help.
I'd like to think so.
Okay, why?
I mean,
I hate explain your answer questions.
we all come with a particular set of skills. I believe that
Things that you would find dangerous for people like us.
I was gonna say
You like
skills.
danger? Okay, that one too. Okay, that would. Got it. Okay, danger. That one. Yeah, you the talker. No, please keep going.
Sure, you just want me to keep talking? Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talking
This
about
is lovely.
Words are great. We all have lots of different particular sets of skills. We have taken things from other places, and we are here to help you.
You've taken things. You're gonna help me. Okay. What?
That was a taken joke, but that's okay.
Interview. Got it. Okay. La. I'm in my interview space. Job interview. They're here for a job. We're interviewing. Okay. You've taken things. He's pointing directly at you, Whirl, with like this uncomfortably close finger.
Sure.
What, where, and from whom?
Put your hand out.
Oh, she's eager. I like that too. I want to take all of you and just like into one awesome person. But we're gonna do skills. We need to work on skills. That's okay. I could do that. Okay, you with the eager fingers, hold it. I'm gonna get to you. Okay, you again with the talking. That's good too. We're gonna need to refine.
Great.
Answer the question.
Sure. I've done a lot of taking. Just a little like hand snatcheroo here, a little like shimmity thing here. There was once that a friend of mine and I scuttled out an entire turkey underneath a dress. Because what else do you do on a feast day?
Okay, so I asked 3 things. You gave me sort of one.
Okay.
We'll work on it. Okay, next. You with the fingers. You got a little excited. You come over here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Please tell us. He's like flail gesturing now with his hands. Like show everybody.
Yeah. I mean,
Come.
the thing that we took most recently that your guys seemed pretty wigged out about, we've got 2 hippogriffs from the air cult that we
I
took
saw
after we
that.
beat them up.
I saw that.
So
I heard about that. That
Uh-huh.
was you. Okay.
That was us.
Action face. Now a name? Gert.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Name
that was
confirmed.
weird.
Name confirmed. Okay. And you
Okay.
must be. He's looking at you. Is
Hey, hi. What do you need?
a name. Your name is. Aha. See what I did there? A changeling. Of course. Oh, no, washed up general. Please tell me your story, sir. No lies.
Retired General Rock.
Tomato, potato. But
No.
please continue.
retired with highest distinction.
Distinction. Ooh, yes, with the words. Oh, I love honors and distinctions. Will not do in a band of thieves. Can we agree on that?
Like the collective we or like you two we?
Yes. You
Then
keep
yes.
talking. We can use that. We can use that, right, guys? Yeah. We'll figure it out. Well, details. You can tell I don't do details. And he's like gesturing to the mess of a table at the front of the room with just scatters of papers everywhere, half-eaten food and all that. No, that's why I have these guys. Details, whatever. I'm here for Gar Shatterkeel's appeal, okay? Did you catch that name? Don't forget it, because he's going to be in charge. Quite large, as it were. Large and in charge. You arrange that how you want it, okay? He's the man. He gives me what I want. I give him what he wants. And right now, he wants a band of 5 individuals. 1 checking, washed up general. 1 touched by an angel, doesn't even know what she's doing. Nobody.
Is that me?
That's you.
Oh.
Must be excited by that.
No, it's
1 devil boy who can't even stand the stench of a bad rumor without tucking his tail between his keister. And a genie girl on a magical quest to find Daddy. Oh, we can use you.
You want to say that a little closer to me, buddy?
Yes. I understand you may not like it, but becoming the purpose you are to serve, we're talking philosophy now, is so much more than these words I spit at you. The Feathergale that you took down, far less organized, far less networked, pompous, flying around on their griffins, whatever the fuck we want to call them. Goddamn vultures. Highly exposed, easy to shoot at.
I mean, it's interesting you say that now because your counterpart seemed really, really upset that that the air cult might even be around, and I do believe our general friend here dropped the head of their cult off the top of a tower. So,
so Thurl's actually gone. As if he was a threat in the first place. But I thank you nonetheless. He was even more pompous than I. I don't like that. So you have my thanks. So tell me, Devil Boy, what brings you to a life of thievery for the cult of the crashing wave, as it were?
1 second while I write down cult of the crashing wave for later.
Is anyone else's
We got
heart
that name
beating
yet.
like so fast right now?
I've just found myself in this group and wanted to see what came next. Did that go through, or are you looking through stuff?
I heard you.
Yeah, we all heard you.
Okay, I was like, I thought my stuff had just died.
No.
I was like,
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. But he caught you off guard, didn't he?
Can I
Oh,
make an insight check
definitely,
as
yeah.
to how he would know all that information?
You may make an insight check, but what you glean from it may not necessarily be
Okay.
that.
Because I'm like very interested in how he knows that information. Oh, and I rolled a 20, a dirty 20.
nice.
Very good.
He would absolutely have to have multiple sources of information
Mm-hmm.
and several of them would have been able to get close to one or all of you, or any of you,
Mm-hmm.
at significant points in time, like conversations or
Right.
possibly most likely in the last few weeks since you've all
Right.
been together and in the same area.
Right.
Actually, with a 20, I can also give you there was a mention of thieves before, and you would understand that, the generality of having to work sneakily has apparently performed well in the
Sure.
favor of this guy. So we're going to come back to Taryn.
Mhm. Did you get what I said? I did give a response.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I completely missed it. My bad.
I said I had just been traveling with this group and wanted to see what came next.
Is that all? Afraid of your own tail, and you just wanted to see what came of it. Oh! Holger, you're so right. Terrible at lying. We'll work on it. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm going to take my I'm gonna unfurl my tail and go to I'm gonna make it, you know how a snake puts its, or a cobra stacks its head up vertically? I'm gonna do that right next to my face.
Oh, okay.
And say I don't know what you're talking about. You must have the wrong person.
Oh, no, not the wrong person, just outdated information. We can fix that, right? And he's gonna snap at one of the guys on the side. They quickly pull out a piece of paper and start writing stuff down. A wayward changeling, 2 clerics who can't seem to conjure much. But we'll work on that. You, though, I wish I could say I'm sorry about the washed up part, but I think we can fix that too. With just a little bit of work below. I think Gar's gonna like you. He's gonna like you a lot. You got spunk. You got a little attitude, but you got spunk. You see, I work in a higher capacity than these other fools that call themselves cults. Whittling about in their towers and high rises and, hey, look at me! We work in the shadows. We work behind the scenes. We carry you. And he points at you, Cal. He points directly at you. We carry you from point A to point B without any indication of ill intent. But you didn't recognize that, did you? See, my common thief got by you. Well, you're going to be better than that. But we're going to have to get you to cooperate first. So here's your opportunity to pledge your loyalty to the future ruler of the Decern Valley, Gar Shatterkeel. Or we'll have you convinced within a few weeks.
Few weeks is better than what Thurl gave us, so...
Yeah.
I mean, Cal is just looking this character up
Asshat.
and
His name's
down,
Asshat.
and
I did my job.
We're all
I
very
love
friendly.
hating him. I love hating him so much.
Yeah.
yeah, if anybody is looking at Cal's face from the group, they just sort of see him literally scanning him up and down with a little bit of a snarl as inside his head, Cal is calculating if he will fall faster and what velocity he will fall and splatter at compared to the
More
other guy.
mass cause a bigger splatter.
Yeah. He's got that kind of look on his face.
loving this so much.
Okay, so Cal is snarling a bit. He's gonna turn to you and like both hands like at you, like outside of your head like this with this grand gesture of like showmanship. He just whirls around at you and says, "Please, show me a trick. I know you can do it. Don't hide it."
Okay, hang on. And Iz will just like wipe a hand on her face to like wipe the makeup off that she had, accentuating her new features and revealing that most of it is still there.
He's gonna lean in and be like, "Oh, well, shit. You can fix that, right?" Looking at you, Gert. You can fix it right up, right?
This doesn't need to be fixed.
Nope. It doesn't need to be fixed.
Oh, it
She's perfect
does.
the way she is.
Okay.
No.
All right. We'll work on it's a list of things to work on. Just okay. Manageable. Still manageable. Time consuming. Manageable. Okay. Got that. Got that. Got that. Okay. Okay. Any other family problems, personal issues, self insights? I mean, we'll call this therapy session. Get it all out. Get it all out. We need that to be gone in order for you to be effective with us. And trust me, we're going to need the effectiveness.
Who's we?
The crashing wave. I know it's a little grandeur, but this is what they call themselves.
You need us, is what you're saying now.
Oh, need is a strong word. What I'm going to need from you is what I'm going for. It's my understanding that you have something that belonged to a certain inhabitant of the Sacred Stone Monastery. I need that. And then you're going to work for us.
Pull out the robes.
That's all we found at the Sacred Stone. Anything noteworthy, rather.
Yeah. Like we said, we're here to steal. We thought these babies would fetch us some money to keep us on our way. So, there.
Oh, deception within the ranks. You're good. He's looking right at you, Iz.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even if the other four don't work out, that would be a damn shame. But that... Sign her up now. Rank 3. Let's go. Let's go. We got work to do. You. Come. And he's going to at least attempt is to put his hand on your shoulder and start walking this direction. Do you resist?
No.
Okay.
Come on.
Check.
Okay.
Oh, okay, never mind.
What?
Never mind.
I'm checking something real quick. Oh no, I
Well,
don't have it.
I was
don't have it
gonna.
You were gonna yank her back?
I not yank her back, but just grab her hand to double check.
prepared.
Okay.
I
Make
wish.
a sleight of hand check. And it'll work for you.
Mm-hmm.
But a sleight of hand check is going to basically be Gert to see if you hide it well enough.
Yeah. I don't hide jack shit. I am the least graceful angel you've ever met.
Trying to decide if there's anything I can do to help.
Oh, that's the 9? Okay.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Hello, wonderful angel.
Oh, no. No worries. No worries. We're not tearing apart friendships. No, you'll be able to stay together. At least 2 at a time. I don't know what we'll do the 5th. Maybe a head, an extra head for the pikes down in the, we'll figure it out. Pairs, no more though. We know how this shit works. So maybe we'll let you guys choose. Who do you want to stick with? You pair up, and odd man out will. Maybe you, the general. You prove your worth, prove your shit. We'll have you moving rocks or something downstairs. The rest of the four of you can pair up. Go ahead.
Hey, Gert, old buddy, old pal.
Sure. Yep.
Taryn.
Well then, yeah, I'll just shimmy over here since there's not another good place for me to go other than in the middle of the floor.
Are you sure you're okay, Cal?
I'll be
We've
fine.
proven that I can take care of myself as well.
I'll be fine.
Hey, Cal, I'm gonna offer a fist bump.
You're gonna offer a what?
A fist bump.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Because I have a thing that I want to do, but I want to make it nonchalant.
It's gonna be a little awkward, but yeah, he'll kind of give a weird.
Yeah. Just as you fist bump, you just put your hand on top of it because you don't really know.
Exactly. And then when you do that, I'm gonna give you my vigilant blessing, so you have advantage on the next initiative roll.
Oh, interesting.
Just in case, I'm also gonna say, do good. I can't think of anything else. And like wink you a bardic inspiration.
Okay, that happens, and then immediately when it finishes, this guy turns around and looks directly at you guys and says, "Oh, no, that won't do. And we're gonna have to roll initiative."
Thank you.
Oh,
I want to do so badly. This is...
oh boy.
Do I still get advantage because that went through?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you get advantage.
Good.
Okay, we're gonna go to.
This is.
We're gonna go to break real quick while we get this all sorted out, and let you guys go do bathroom refills, whatever you need. So we'll be right back.